Hello, beautiful angels. Welcome to Sun and Soul. So, as always, I'm back again with another reading for you. And this week's reading is all about what is the message from your future self. So, as always, I prepare three piles for you. This is pile number one, this is pile number two, and this is pile number three. So, take your time and choose whichever pile draws your attention, and I will see you in your chosen pile. Hello, pile number one. If you selected pile number one, this is going to be your reading all about what is the message from your future self. So, let's start from your tarot cards as always. And you have, let's see, Five of Cups. You have Six of Wands. Then you have Knight of Pentacles. So, from these cards, what I'm getting, pile number one, is that there is a situation that you are not exactly very much happy about and actually want to move on from. But because of the incredible amount of emotions and efforts that you put into this situation, put into this thing, it's hard for you to let it go. There is this energy of um, wanting something to happen, but that situation not turning out to be exactly how you wanted it to be turning out. And the message from your future self is actually this is happening for your own good. The fact that it is not it has not worked out the way you wanted. It's actually going to be making a way for things to be for better things to come your way. So be patient for now, because what you want, the recognition, the success, the victory is on your path, but just in a different way, just through a different path. So for now, there is this message of keeping your attention to things that you do not usually pay attention to, making sure that you are turning every stones and looking through alternative options, trying to see things from opposite perspective, things like that. And let's now move forward with the rest of the card. Oh, see, Two of Swords. What did I tell you? For now, you are being asked to, guided to look at alternative options for these situations if it is resonating with you. Pile number one. The message from your future self is that you will find success. You will find the kind of happy, beautiful, joyful life, the kind of recognition that you want through a different path. So, um, so just experimenting between different options and different ideas would be beneficial for you for now. And of course, there is also this message with the Knight of Pentacles to be more patient with yourself and with the universe. Your next card is Ten of Swords. You, this is the message I got from the beginning, really, because pile number one, you are just thinking too much. Okay, it is draining you. Overthinking is draining you, and your guides are watching you just deplete yourself of all your positive energy through this overthinking, through this intrusive, giving into intrusive thoughts. And please be mindful of that. Please take care of yourself, okay? Because deep within you, you know yourself that this is just a temporary situation, because in the future, victory is yours. You already got the Six of Wands. But I think this cannot be said to be a very major setback, because all of these are just minor arcanas. It is related to day-to-day things. So the only heavy emotions, heavy card I can find here is for now is this Ten of Swords, of you overthinking things too much. Whereas you do not have to. It is not really that much of a big deal as you think it is, because maybe like in a few years from now, you will see exactly what this message was trying to tell you, that you do not have to force yourself so much. You do not have to invest so much of your energy and emotion into this thing that is not working out, or that has not worked out, but it is not the end of the world. There is still better things coming your way, just in an unexpected source, I guess, from unexpected source. And your last card is Page of Swords. This is definitely talking about you building more connection with other people, maybe widening your network among your in your career field or in your relationship field will be very much beneficial for you to accomplish what is it that you want to accomplish. For pile number one, I can clearly see that you have a goal in your mind, and your future self has come out to tell you that while your dreams are valid, but you might have this fixed way of thinking. So it is your future self is asking you to widen your vision and see things from different perspective, and widening your networks, making new friends, connecting with new people might be very, very helpful actually for you to do that, to see what can work out and what has been not exactly helping you thus far. So let's take a look at your oracle cards, starting from your wisdom of the oracle card, and it says the tribe. See, I love it when the messages resonate with each other. So it is talking about you finding like-minded people, but by like-minded, I mean people who understand your situation, people who have been through what you are going through or have been through. Again, with this, the message of Page of Swords, your future self is telling you that you will find people who will help you through the difficult times, and to direct you, to help you, guide you to reach where you are meant to be at. And you, when you meet them, pile number one, you will feel like home. They will understand you, they will listen to you, and they will help you, nurture you to really bring more growth in your life. So be open to that. And your next card is saying poised. Wow, what a lovely card to get in this reading. So this card talks about you being ready, you being equipped with all the wisdom, the knowledge or skills that you need to realize your goals. And yeah, you are enough, pile number one. Like I told you, just because of temporary situationships, you do not have to think too much and lose your sleep, okay? You are ready, you are spectacular, you are confident, you are just perfect. Don't let intrusive thoughts, don't let day-to-day nuisances distract you from your path. And your next card is saying fork in the road. So again, with the fork in the road, the Two of Swords card is, this card can also talk about choices, options. So earlier I told you that You might have to explore different options if you are facing this Five of Cups energy of disappointment. And the fork in the road card is also about, it is actually a perfect combination of these two cards to tell you the truth. You might be feeling stuck, and if you are feeling stuck, either there are too many options or too little. Look within yourself. Of course, there is also this help coming in from from your friends, from your colleagues, and from new people, mostly new people, I would say. It might be beneficial for you to seek help from experts, from consultants as well, if it is related to career or investment, stuff like that. Even from some mentors would be helpful for you if it is about lifestyle, if it is about personal growth and stuff like that. And the fork in the road is telling you to do exactly that. See this goat over here. Is it a goat? I think it is. It's stuck in the road, and there are these different arrows that is directing him towards different direction, and he's confused, whereas this monkey is like, just go with the flow. So I know each of you have your own unique situations, but if you are seeing this message, if you are resonating with it, you will know within yourself that who you should listen to. Take a day off, grab yourself your favorite cup of coffee, and sit with yourself and your emotions, is what I'm feeling like your future self is trying to tell you. And when you weigh between different options and advices from others and your own perspective as well, that would be the most beneficial, most favorable path for you. Whereas there is also this message about, not every path is perfect. Like what works for you might not work for others, and what works for others might not work for you. So, exploration, the idea of exploring is coming in again and again for you, pile number one. Now, let's take a look at your monology cards. And you have Show the World the Real You, Full Moon in Aquarius. Definitely, it is asking you to be yourself, okay? Maybe that's why there was this message earlier about looking within yourself and seeking help from others as well, as because the even the Aquarius zodiac signs talks about friends, right? And people who are not familiar to you at the same time. So help seeking guidance or lessons from learning from the experiences of others will be very helpful for you, by number one. And showing your true emotions, showing your true ideas without it being affected by the emotions of how the world might view you, how the world might perceive your ideas, without worrying about all these trivial things. Just focusing on yourself would be the most beneficial path for you for this time, for the current period of time. Just focus on yourself is the message. And since this is a full moon in Aquarius, the soul significator, Sun is in Aquarius. Um, oh, sorry. Soul significator, Sun is in Cancer. Is it in Cancer? No, it is in Leo. And Moon is in Aquarius. So it is forming this beautiful combination of balancing between your wild ideas and the energy of confidence from Leo. the energy of warmth from Leo, spiritual knowing from Leo, and combining it with the creativity of Aquarius, from this outworldliness of the Aquarius. Whereas Leo is very traditional, Aquarius is very much experimental, very, very outer worldly, very, very almost like an alien. So I know that navigating between these two different polars can be very difficult. However, if you succeed in combining these two, taking your this Leo energy of tradition, spiritual guidance and drive and confidence, taking it as your, what is it called? Helping it, taking it as a source for you to root you to the ground, and using the energy of Aquarius of friendliness, experimentation, going and pushing the boundaries will help you reach your highest potential. Your next card says, oh, what do you need to release, waning moon? So this is again reminding me of the earlier message about taking a day off for you and sitting with your emotions. You are carrying too much burden for now, pile number one, it seems, since that this message is coming up again. You need to take time with yourself, be patient with yourself, first of all, and work through your emotions, work through these overthinking patterns that has been holding you down, really, and see what you need to release and what needs to be focused on, what needs to be prioritized right now. And your last card says, wow, this is a beautiful card. Surrender to the divine full moon. Since you have double full moon in your reading, pile number one, this is a very fortunate um, combination to have in a reading. The divine is with you, and you will be guided through every step of the way. So please do not be scared. Your future self is also telling you that you know what step you need to take, and whenever you feel like you have lost the way or you don't know what to do furthermore, divine will help you through that. Someone will come up, something will happen which will direct you towards the correct flow, help you flow to the correct direction, is the message coming up here. So pile number one, with this I'm going to close your reading for today. Hope that this message, this reading today has been helpful for you, and if it has, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, like and share. Please comment, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I wish you all the very best for your journey. I'll see you in my next one. Hello, pile number two. Welcome to your reading. So today's reading is, as I said earlier in the intro, all about what is the message from your future self. So let's start your reading without further ado with your tarot cards. Now let's see what have you got over here. Huh, such a strong card to get from the beginning. Judgment. And you have, oh, that another major arcana. You have oh, Knight of Wands. Okay. So pile number one, what I'm seeing is that you have a strong message coming in from your future self that something big is happening in your future. I'm sorry I cannot give you a time frame, but there is definitely something big. It is just gaining momentum. It feels like something is brewing in the background, and it is gaining momentum. It could be something related to mostly about your personal self. So depending on that, it could be relationship, it could be career, but something to do with yourself first. Some some sort of old past thing is wanting to be released, and a new something new is wanting to be coming in, wanting to be born. And pile number two, there is also this message about ending recklessness. So I'm seeing this, that your future self is trying to tell you that if you are holding on to something that is not beneficial for you for the moment, um, I don't think that you realize that yet. You might be obsessed with something right now. You might be very much attached to something right now, but that thing is actually distracting you from this big thing coming in your life. Now let's take a look at your other cards and we will see further what is it. What? Okay, Princess of Swords. Huh, what did I tell you? The Devil. You have Wheel of Fortune. This is exactly what I was saying from these three cards earlier. Oh, wow, what a beautiful card to get. Nine of Cups too. Okay, so pile number two. See, your future self is saying you that in the future someone, or it could also be a new idea, really, is coming in your future. Actually, this could be coming in pretty soon because it is a sword energy. And this person or this idea, you are going to be obsessed with it, okay? And somehow this obsession about this person or this idea will completely change your life, completely change your destiny. However, how that destiny will be in the future, will it be a happier one? Will it be a not so happier one? Do not worry, you are safe by number two because you've got Nine of Cups. This card talks about being very, very satisfied with your situation, being happy with your situation, feeling very good about yourself overall. And although I do have to remind you again, by number two, that you do have this message to break away from something with the Death card. Something has to come to an end for you. And when that time comes for you to let go of something or someone, please do so. Because you may not, I don't think that you realize it yet, because I did get the devil, and we do have devil energy over here, and I did feel that same energy with the death card, even that it is kind of holding you in its hand and not letting you see other better things that could be happening for your life. However, thankfully it is meant to end, and it will. And when that time comes, please let it go. This transformation is very much necessary for you to meet this newer person, to have this newer idea even, and focus on that. You need to let go of that old thing. Your future self is also telling you to please do not worry. If you are going through a difficult time period at the moment, it will not last forever. Your feeling of happiness, your feeling of satisfaction. Actually, you already do feel it right now as well. It's not like you have to wait for like another year, another month. Not like that. If you take a time, take a moment with yourself, you'll see that all along you were doing just fine. And there is also more and more better things to come your path in the future as well. So rest assured, do not fear the future. Do not feel anxious about the changes that is coming in your way that or maybe already is has started. Just do not be too impulsive is what I am thinking. And also with the devil that you might wanting to work hard on something and focusing on something is good, but please be sure to not lose yourself while doing that, okay? Because the energy of devil is definitely difficult to navigate. It is not always bad, but it is also not always good. Balance is the key. And now let's move on to your oracle cards. Let's see what they say. Oh, round and round, round and round. You see, man, this is exactly what I was feeling earlier. So, pile number two, your future self is telling you that something you you will be gaining a higher, what is it called, bird's eye view of your situation, and that will open doors for you. You might have been feeling like, why I keep meeting the same kind of people? Why do I always have to suffer through the same kind of situation? Why does the same thing happen to me all the time? Things like that. But if you take a moment back and see, actually, you are progressing gradually, step by step, and it is helping you to grow further in your journey, to see things from better perspective and connect with your own divine knowing. Nobody understands you better than yourself, pile number two, and nobody can. So try to understand yourself first is the message. And also also um seeking your some spiritual guidance, maybe through meditation or maybe through just reading books, might be very helpful for you. Now let's move further. Your next card says happy happy. Well, no wonder this card is here. I'm not surprised because you do have Nine of Cups along with the Wheel of Fortune. This is a very strong combination. So you are destined to be happy. Your oracle card is again reiterating that message that you will be happy. Pile number two, do not worry. Eventually, all of this transformation, all of these feelings of um, overwhelming feelings, you do not have to be anxious about these changes, anxious about feeling so much, because happiness is yours for the taking. And if you see that this card is number 25 and this card is number 26, you are just moving further, you are just growing. You have nothing to worry about in your future, pile number two. And your next message is 49, observer. So this is talking about you observing, is definitely asking you to be more logical with your situation, be more um, practical with your emotions even, because you might get sometimes too much in your head, pile number two. And while your feelings are valid, it is also a truth that overthinking is not going to help anyone, and it can actually deviate you from seeing the true cause of the situation. So taking a step back might also be a way for you to see things from a better perspective. And even with the round and round, this talks about breaking a cycle. So with the observer card coming in over here, is is asking you actually that, see, what is this old pattern, what is this old cycle that you need to break and leave it? What is this new thing that you have to accept, which first of all matches with you, and you can actually gradually combine it in your day-to-day life so that it is more beneficial for you, so that you can align your emotions with the reality and basically the destiny. It is about combining your wisdom with your emotions and seeing the truth of the situation. Okay, now let's move forward with your other cards, and you have Supermoon. Emotions are running high. So pile number two. Wow. Um, I mean, look at this card. This is a very, very beautiful card, and it is also saying that emotions are running high, and your future self is telling you that definitely this big thing that is brewing in the background and is coming in the future, you are going to be feeling a lot for this thing. And okay, happy things, okay, feelings of happiness, joyfulness, and satisfaction is coming in your future. So rest assured, just take one step at a time and maybe accept the transformations and help yourself to break away from the old cycles. Your next card says a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. So since Virgo is coming in here, the energy of Mercury, I think Moon being in Virgo is asking you to be more practical again. Whereas since this is a new moon, it is also advice about combining your inner knowing. So there is this delicate balance you have to maintain between putting in hard work through difficult times and still being thankful that you have something to work on, and believing in the unachievable, believing in situations turning out to be better. It's also talking about you having to take care of yourself. Pile number two. Your future self is also asking you to please take a look at your daily routines and if it is helping you or not. And if it is not helping you, please make some improvements in your daily routines and take care of yourself more. Since it is also the Virgo sign also talks about medicines and your intestinal areas, I think you need to take a look at your nutrition as well, what you eat and how often you move. Oh, the next card says balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. We already got that message from the new moon in Virgo, didn't we? So, your future self is telling you that you need to balance spirituality with practicality. And, I mean, since Pisces is since moon is in Pisces and it is a full moon, that means then the sun is in Libra. So when sun is in Libra, sun does tend to be a bit more light-hearted, but you do need to bring more this sense of routine again, like the message of Virgo said, into the situation. Just whereas it is good that you are free flowing, you also need something to root you, right? Um, and since this is a full moon in Pisces, pile number 2, a very big breakthrough might also be coming in your spirituality, like spiritual abilities in the future, or maybe something. This new idea that we were talking about earlier with the Princess of Swords might actually from come in your dreams. So please pay attention to your dreams as well. Now, since you got one more card, let's read it as well. Okay, the energy is gaining momentum, waxing moon. Well, I don't think that I need to talk too much about this card again, because we already got this message from the Jasmine since from the beginning that something is coming in. It is big. It is very transformative, and your future self is guiding you to be ready, asking you to be ready for it, and be in a accepting mode. So with this, I'm going to wrap your reading for today, pile number 2. Hope that you resonated with it, and if I hope that it was helpful for you. And if it was, please do not forget to give this video a like and share, comment. Please subscribe if you have not already. I wish you all the very best. I will see you in my next one. Bye bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So let's take a look at what your future self is trying to tell you. What is the message from your future self? Let's start your reading with your tarot cards. You have Judgment. This card came for pile 2 as well. Okay, Two of Wands. Nine of Cups. So pile number 3. In the future, not this is not something I'm telling your future self. This is the message from your future self. You are going through. You will be going through a very, very big advancement in the future, and this advancement, this upgrade in your life is something has come up because of your own hard work, because of your own planning and your own efforts. This new beginning, this new you, is something that is going to make you very, very happy. It's something that will make you very, very satisfied with yourself and your situations. Your future self is also telling you that the way towards this happiness, this fulfillment, this feeling of satisfaction, which having all of your wishes fulfilled really, is through careful planning, is through discipline, is through taking the time to design the path to that destination that you want to reach, and seeing things from a bird's eye view. looking at the bigger picture and not focusing on the day-to-day, daily, small trivials. I think some of you might also be going through physical transformation, pile number 3. You might be on your glow up journey, fitness journey, things like that. And if you are, this is going to be a success, then the message about discipline is even more important for you. But definitely, you are going to be very, very happy in the future. Your future self is showing you this Nine of Cups, and what a beautiful Nine of Cups it is. You are feeling joyful, you are feeling happy, you are feeling optimistic, satisfied, you have prosperity with you as well. Wow, it couldn't have been any better. Oh, and you have Knight of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles. Just when I said that it couldn't have been a better message, you got even more better message from your future self. Good, my goodness, wow. So, pile number 3. Yes, since you are being asked by your future self to take things one step at a time, be disciplined was the major message we got in your first part of the tarot cards. This message is again repeated with the Knight of Pentacles, that you need to be more disciplined with yourself and take things one step at a time. That way you can ensure that you receive this Nine of Cups, you receive this Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles talks about prosperity, talks about independence, talks about being fully grounded and being fully capable of taking care of yourself and more, having more than enough prosperity to fulfill all of your wishes and desires and wants. And with the Three of Pentacles also coming in here, the idea about planning, the idea about cooperating, taking things slowly but surely is again repeated. You might be meeting new people that are going who are going to help you through this journey, to build this journey of prosperity and happiness, really. Working together with others, uh, accepting business relationships, accepting partnerships might actually be very beneficial for your career, pile number 2. But I must say that this big transformation, like I told you right from the beginning, that did not come easy, did not happen just like that, okay? It's going to take time, but along the path, you, as long as you are disciplined, you will be all right. You will receive all of your wishes will come true, and you will be in a overall very, very satisfied, very, very happy place in the future, pile number 3. And not to say that you are not happy and living a fulfilling life already, but things will just keep going better and better is the message. And please be more patient and disciplined. Tiny uh, changes and efforts of maintaining your plans and making sure that you are taking these steps seriously each day is the key. For some reason, I got the Atomic Habits book in my mind. You might, that book might be helpful for you if you have not read that book already. I have not read that book, to be honest with you, but I have heard a lot of good things about it. That book might be beneficial for you, pile number 2. Now let's move forward with your other cards, okay? And you have Thinker. with the number 44. So thinker talks about being logical, being practical with your actions, and it it also talks about taking things a bit more seriously, like groundedness. Root chakra is coming into my mind. So being more logical, being more practical, taking things at their face value is a message coming from this card. And your future self might actually be telling you, pile number 3, that I think this is the kind of person that you are right now, that you take things too seriously, think too much about stuff, which is not necessarily a bad thing, not at all. But there might need to be some sort of changes that needs to happen in this area of your life. You know what? Let's look further. You have between walls and oh, higher power. Okay, now I see why I was feeling that way. Okay, pile number 3. You see the card higher power. Let me show you it first. You see this person, this angel, whatever it is, her third eye chakra is glowing. It is active, right? So this card mainly talks about connecting with your inner knowing, connecting with your spiritual intuition, connecting with your higher self. And exactly opposite of that is the card thinker. So your future self is telling you that in the future you'll be in this between the world mode, okay? Not too logical all the time and not too spiritual all the time, but maintaining a good balance between these two. That will help you in achieving this Nine of Pentacles, prosperity, and Nine of Cups, happiness, goals, fulfillment, satisfaction. Your future self is also telling you that please do not be stuck between trying to be practical and trying to be more listening to your inner voice, but actually try to be a thinker, try to be a practical person when the situation calls for it, and whilst not forgetting in your own higher power, in your inner knowing, knowing that you can navigate through the situations despite the outcome of your choice, despite the circumstances that may arise during the journey. You have enough power within yourself, you have enough confidence within yourself, and enough inner knowing within yourself that you will be guided towards solutions, you will be guided towards better outcome no matter what. Now, let's move forward with your monology cards. And you have conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. Okay, this is again telling you that your future self is really asking you to be maintaining balance. Whereas the first part of your reading was all about being disciplined and taking things one step at a time, and rest assured that whatever you are trying to achieve will be achieved in the future. You and your later half of the reading is all about maintaining between taking things at a face value and still believing in the really unbelievables. Wow. And intuition is a strong message coming in from this card, pile number 3. So maybe your intuition will really be guiding you along the way in your future. But knowing that, do not let things go haywire. Make sure to be using your smarts as well while making decisions and observing, exploring situations. Your next card is saying your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Look at this duality. Pile number 3. Look at this duality. You definitely need to navigate between these two dualities. It's not like, oh no, I'm going to listen to my intuition, my gut feeling only, and you cannot be like, no, this is a business thing, no, I have to be practical. No, nothing like that. Your future self is saying that you need to get help from both sides. You need to be practical at the same time intuitive. Trust your gut feeling, at the same time use your smarts, is the message from your future self, pile number 3. And planning is a big message coming for you again. And your future self is again telling you that you you have to be more serious when you are planning the steps and being disciplined to follow those for the goals that you want to achieve. And since this is a Taurus card talking about the second house, maybe most of you are looking at this reading hoping for to see what will be your financial situation, what will be your familial, even family life in the future. And if you are asking about your financial situation, I do not need to repeat that message, that it was already cleared earlier that you have nothing to worry about. You will be financially capable enough to live the kind of life you want to live. You'll be prosperous, you'll be happy with yourself. And if you were asking about family, pile number 3, again, you do not have to worry. Everything is very stable because Taurus is a very stable sign. Even amongst the other earth sign, this is the most stable sign. That's why moon gets exalted when it is in Taurus. So having full moon in Taurus, your family life, your sense of peace, your home life is very stable. It's going to be a very happy one. And since it is a full moon, Sun is in the 8th house of Scorpio. So yeah, again, that message about maintaining between practicality and your intuition. You might even be getting some sort of inheritance in the future. Pile number 3. So getting, if not that, getting some money from, I don't know, like insurance or share market or something is also coming in. Okay, with this I'm going to conclude your reading for today, pile number 3. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. These were really beautiful messages from your future self, and I want to thank them. I hope that this reading was helpful for you, and if it was, please do not forget to give the video a thumbs up. Please comment, like and share, and please subscribe to the channel if you have not yet already. I wish you all the very best. I will see you in my next one. Bye bye.